Hello to the Maths Jedi channel once again. This is another of my videos in my A-level series. Just carrying on with logarithms. If you've seen my previous video on logarithms, you'll know that's what we're doing this week. We've done a lot of things on exponentials and logarithms in the last couple of weeks. So again, just focusing back on that topic. We're going to start off today with an exponential equation. These exponential equations were very common at GCSE. All that logarithms enables you to do is just to take it to the next level and work out the values of x in each case. So rather than guesswork, which is what we probably used at GCSE, logarithms enable you to nail these values down. Now, just like with GCSE, the way to solve these is to use substitution. So in a question such as this, the key thing to do is to understand that you've got 3 to the power of x twice effectively. So 3 to the power of x here, we've got a 3 to the power of x being squared here. So you can solve it by substitution. So we substitute in the value y is 3 to the power of x, and we're going to put y in as 3 to the power of x, which means that I've got y squared minus 5y plus 4. We can solve this quadratic by factorisation, and then that gives us values for y. But because we are doing an exponential equation, we know that 3 to the power of x is 1 and 3 to the power of x is 4. This one on the left is very easy because anything to the power of 0 is 1. So that's anything to the power of 0. This one here is not as straightforward, so we need to use logarithms to nail these values. So we're going to take logs on both sides. So log base 10 of 3 to the power of x is log base 10 of 4. Using the rules of logs, I can bring down the x power. So x log 3 equals log 4. And then we can divide both sides by log 3, giving me the answer 1.26. Let's look at a couple of examples. We're going to go straight into the book. So this is exercise 14F we're going to look at down here. There's quite a lot of questions in this particular exercise that we need to engage with. So we're going to go through that. It's page 325 in the book. We're going to work our way through these and understand them a little bit. Let me move the notepad over here. So we're going to look at question number, we'll do a couple of these first of all. Question number 1. So we're going to look at one part H just because it's the more difficult one. We're being asked to solve them. So it's 2 to the power of something equals 88. Well, that's more of a straightforward problem. So we don't need to do anything substitution for that. We just need to solve it. So let's have a look and see how we would do that. So 2 to the power of 3 minus 2x equals 88. I'm going to take logs on both sides. We're going to use the rules of logarithms to bring down this power. We're going to divide through by log 2. And then we're going to rearrange to give me the x values at the end. So let's work out what these two things are. It's 2x, and then we're going to divide everything by 2 to give me the answer. So let's get my calculator up. Where is it? Down here. Okay, cool. So 3 minus, these calculators are really good because you can use all the buttons to help you with this. So again, we're doing log base 10 here. Okay, we'll work that out first of all. So that's this bit. We need to divide by 2 now. So we're getting minus 1.73 to 3 significant figures, minus 1.73. Let's check our answer. And here it is, minus 1.73. Let's trash my annotations, do one other question. Let's look at one of these. This is more complex, so let's look at a more complex example. We'll do h first of all, so that looks the most difficult one, and if I've done h, then hopefully you can work your way through the rest. So let's have a look at h. So we're going to start off by letting y be 3 to the x. Now let's think about what this is. This is 3 to the power of 2x plus 1. So this is going to be 3 to the power of 2x times 3. So it's 3 lots of 3 to the power of 2x. So 3 to the power of 2x is y squared. So this is going to be 3y squared in here. And then multiply that by 4, you get 12y squared. And then here it's 17y. Minus 7. Just that again, just so you're clear about that. You know that this is this. Because of the rules of indices. This was y squared. And this is 3. So it's 3y squared and then multiply by the 4 to get the 12y squared. So hopefully that's straightforward. Once you get a quadratic, you can solve that quadratic. So I need to scribble some notes here. So minus 84. We're looking for factors of minus 84, so 12 and 7, that's not going to work. 21 and 4 will probably work. Yes, it will. So 21 take away 4 works. So you've got 12y squared minus 4y plus 21y minus 7. And then by factorising this first pair, you've got 4 out as common. Let's have a look at that. And then the second pair, 7 out is common. Pair of matching factors. 3y minus 7 and 4y plus 3y minus 1, sorry, and 4y plus 7. What does that leave me in terms of logarithms? So y is a third, or y is 7 over 4, minus 7 over 4. So we know earlier that we made y 3 to the power of x, so 3 to the power of x is a third, or 3 to the power of x is minus 7 over 4. So we need to use rules of logs to help us with this. So we're going to substitute in and use rules of logs to help us. So working on this side first, bring down the power. It's log 3 equals log of a third. Divide through by log 3. So you've got log of a third divided by log 3. Let's do that one first of all. Bring the calculator up. Use the calculator buttons. 10. And then third. Minus 1. So that's this one. Of course we knew that. Damn. And then so minus 1. We don't bother doing this one because we know there's no power of 3 that can give you minus 7 over 4. You can't get a negative outcome from a power, so that is something that we can just straight away go, that's not going to produce me any values. So my value in the end was x equals minus 1. Let's have a look and see if that matches up with the answers. So 2h, Let's have a look at 2h. Yeah, it's here. Look, you can just about see it behind the writing. If I trace the annotation, actually, you can see it here. Hey, x equals -1 is the only solution, since 3 to the power of x equals -704 has no solution. That's what we're just talking about. So all very straightforward and easier to do. I'll leave you to do the rest of that exercise. I would definitely encourage you to work your way through. We have seen examples of these in the PowerPoints that I've been going through, so you should be able to work your way through, and I would encourage you to do that. So do spend your time going through these, and let me know if you need any help on anything specific. Okay, that's the end of today's episode. Thank you for watching. Hope to catch you next time. Thanks very much for being here. Bye.